Hello everyone, my name is Jamin. Thanks so much for visiting my channel. In this video, I have a Dell Vostro 3590. I'm going to show you how to get inside, access your speakers. So first thing, power down your computer the correct way. Make sure it's off and unplugged from your charger. We're then going to flip your computer over to access our bottom case screws. Now there's quite a lot of screws on this bottom case. We're going to take them all up. Especially remember to take up this one. This is the CD screw. After you take up that screw, you'll be able to pull out your CD-ROM drive here. Now be careful because this plastic piece can come off and break if you try to pull it off too hard or the incorrect way. What I do is I take a small flat pry tool and I slide it inside this seam right here and then firmly but carefully push this straight to the side to slide it out. And again, be careful because if you do it wrong, you can break this plastic piece. After taking out those screws and your CD-ROM drive, some of you may have two more screws located here. Don't forget those because this is very thin plastic, and if you try to rip this bottom case off without doing that, you can break this area. After all the screws are gone, you're going to take a small, flat, preferably plastic pry tool and go across the seam of the bottom case all the way around and remove it from your computer. It's generally easiest to start up here near one of the two hinge assemblies in these corners. If you get stuck in a certain area, stop, go to the other direction, and work your way in the other direction. Also, don't put the pry tool too far in. You could damage some internal components. Keep it on the edge, go careful and slow but firm, and you'll be able to get that bottom case off. After the bottom case is removed, this is what you're looking at for the inside of the computer. As a general computer repair side note, whenever I'm working on a computer in my shop, it's sitting on an anti-static mat. Either that or an anti-static bracelet are great ideas to avoid damaging anything in your computer when you're working on it. If you would like any help with tools or supplies for your computer project, as well as any replacement or upgrade parts for this specific model computer, I will have a link above, also below in the description, and that will be a list of all the tools and supplies I use, plus all the replacement and upgrade parts for this model computer. Now, before I touch anything inside a computer, I always remove or at least unplug my battery. A computer is safest to work on when as little power as possible is running through it. The battery is screwed down by these 4 screws, and it plugs into the motherboard right here. There's a 2-sided battery connector cable. It plugs into the motherboard and it plugs into the battery. You can unplug it from either place. To unplug it from the motherboard, which may be the easiest option, you would pull this black tape back, exposing the battery plug. And as with any wires or cables in a computer, we try to avoid pulling on the wires if at all possible. We just manipulate the plug because sometimes wires can break and come out of the plug when we pull on them. So this plug right here, you'll notice it has a grip on either side. Makes it very easy to grip it and pull it out with your fingernails or a pry tool to jimmy it out of that port right there. Okay, so now that the battery has been removed or at least unplugged, it's safe to proceed deeper into the computer. You have this long speaker on the bottom of the computer here, and you have this one on the right side of my screen here. So these speakers are not screwed down. You see these orange rubber washers over these posts. That's all that's keeping them down. Those are for sound insulation. All you have to do is just wiggle those off of there and you can get your speakers out. This speaker on the bottom left of my screen does not plug into the motherboard by itself. It plugs in by this red and black wire, goes down here through this threading to the right-hand speaker, and the right-hand speaker plugs into the motherboard here. Now, I will have replacement speaker options in that link I told you about below in the description. The list of all the replacement and upgrade parts for this model computer, I will have a speaker replacement option in there for you. As with the battery, be very careful. Do not pull on these wires to these speakers. They are fragile. And again, sometimes the wires can come right out of the plug if we pull on it. Put your fingernails or a pry tool on either side of those grips, one on the left, one on the right, and that will help you wiggle that out of that plug right there. Another note of caution, down here, these wires are threaded just so. So either pause this video or take a picture of your computer. But if you are replacing these speakers, you want to run these wires exactly as they're seen. This is very close to the edge of your computer. It's close to these screw threadings, and if you don't put these down just as they should be, you could pinch them when you shut your computer up at the end of your project. And I guess the last thing to shout out about this type of repair, if you see that really junk sound in your speakers every time the bass kicks in, it's that obviously blown sound, then yes, you need to replace your speakers. However, if you're having other sound quality issues, if the sound is not consistent across different software, if it's cutting in and out, if it just doesn't work entirely, you may have a different issue than just needing new speakers. There'll be a video link above. Also below in the description, it'll show you how to make sure all your drivers are updated and nothing happened there. Make sure your system is updated and there weren't any errors there, and rule that out first before getting into your computer and doing an invasive repair like this. But that's the end of this video, how to access your speakers in a Vostro 3590. Thanks again so much for watching. Please remember to like and share if this helped you out, if you think it can help someone else out. And feel free to subscribe if you enjoy DIY computer content like this, or if you just want to keep me on hand to answer any of your future computer questions. I do try to answer all questions throughout my channel at least a couple times a day. Also, feel free to check out the related links section below in the description. From time to time, I do try to add things in there that I think will help you with your general computer life, make it more productive, more enjoyable. So thanks again for watching, everyone. I look forward to seeing you on my next video.